I feel like I maybe would survive in jail. I would have to get a girlfriend, though. I'd have to get a girlfriend fast.
Why?
Because I don't want to be lonely in there. I got to have a boo.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he kept trying to, like, argue with me, and I was just like, bro, you, bro.
All right. Let's talk about this, because what started as Keke Palmer showing up to a Pilates stream has turned into one of the messiest situations we've seen in a minute. And I need you to understand, this isn't just about a celebrity doing workout content with Blueface. This is about what Chrisean Rock are saying happened behind that stream. This is about a phone call from Keke's mom that nobody can explain away. And this is about why the internet is watching this triangle like it's about to combust. So let's break it down, because once you see the full picture, you're gonna understand why Chrisean is removing that face tattoo with tears in her eyes. First things first, Chrisean Rock aren't just saying Keke showed up to stream some Pilates content and left. They're hinting that there was something going on behind the scenes, that Keke and Blueface were involved. And here's the thing, Jade and Alexis, they're not outright saying it either, but their behavior, the way they're moving, people are reading that as indirect confirmation. Because when you look at how this all unfolded, it doesn't feel random, it feels coordinated. Like this wasn't just, oh, Keke's in town, let's do some content. It feels like there was already a relationship there, and that's where everything starts to shift. But here's where it gets wild. The most telling detail in all of this, it's not even what Chrisean said, it's what Keke's mother allegedly did. Reports are saying that Keke's mom called Blueface directly, and she told him to watch how he speaks to her daughter. Pause on that for a second. Why is Keke Palmer's mother calling Blueface to warn him about his tone? That's not the kind of call you make for a casual collaboration. That's not, oh, they're just working on a song together. That's a protective call. That's a, I'm concerned about what's happening here call. And if you're Keke's mom and you're stepping in like that means you've seen or heard something that triggered alarm bells. That signals a level of closeness that goes way beyond content creation. That signals something serious enough to make a mother intervene. So now, let's talk about what Chrisean is saying this stream actually was, because in her mind, this wasn't just a random appearance, this was a soft launch. Think about it. Chrisean confirms the situation, Jiden backs her up, and suddenly, that Pilates stream looks completely different. It looks like Keke is stepping into a messy love triangle. It looks like she's being introduced to the public as the new variable in Blueface's chaotic rotation. What started as innocent workout content quickly starts to feel abnormal. And when you're dealing with Blueface's world, where everything is public, everything is documented, everything is part of the show, this kind of behavior feels routine for him. This is how he operates. And if you actually watch the clips, the chemistry is undeniable. Keke pulls up, and she's not treated like a standard guest. They're doing Pilates squats together, they're laughing, they're comfortable, and then Blueface starts flirting, immediately. Once she sits down, he's shooting his shot on camera, and the energy between them, it doesn't read like performance. It reads like comfort. Like this isn't the first time they've been around each other. That's what people are noticing. It's not just that he's flirting, it's that she's comfortable with it. She's not pulling back. She's not acting awkward. She's leaning in.
I love your house, though. Thank you for welcoming me to your humble
Keke
abode.
loves my house.
So how have you been? You've been out for a little while. Do life feel the same? Do life feel different?
No, when I got out, I was doing all right. Then you walked in, everything is looking bright, baby. It's looking bright. My future looking bright.
So naturally, fans start calling Keke a pick-me. And look, I'm not here to pile on with moral judgments, but what matters here is how Chrisean is interpreting this. Because from Chrisean's perspective, this looks personal. This looks like disrespect. This looks like her baby's father is flirting with another woman on camera. And that woman is smiling back like it's all good. And that's when viewers start asking the real question, what happened off camera? Because what we're seeing publicly is already raising eyebrows. So what's happening in private? Let's go back to that mom call for a second, because this is the detail that kills any "we were just working on music" narrative. Reports say Keke's mom called during a studio session. She told Blueface to watch how he was speaking to her daughter, and it was framed as concern while they were working on music together. But here's my question. Why is mom involved at all? If this is just professional, if this is just content, if this is just business, why is Keke's mother calling to caution him? What did she hear? What did she see? What made her feel like she needed to step in and protect her daughter? That call suggests she either witnessed something alarming or Keke told her something that made her uncomfortable.
My mama said she want to talk to you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mr. Blueface. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Mama?
First of all, I
I think you're very handsome. You're very handsome, young man.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Even with the tattoos, hey.
Yeah, you with the tattoos, but like, y'all writing two different songs. And some of that stuff you saying, my daughter can't be a part of.
Oh, no. We just rapping.
My mom is so funny. She's like, what the hell is going on?
We just rapping.
She came on like, oh boy, what the hell?
Either way, it doesn't line up with we're just collaborating. And this is why people are taking Chrisean seriously. Because that mom call, it reads as protective, not promotional. It suggests that Keke's family is familiar with Blueface's reputation. The timing of the call feels urgent, reactive, like something happened that couldn't wait. And that detail alone prevents this from being dismissed as drama or jealousy. It gives weight to everything Chrisean is saying.
You gotta always put your relationships out there in the public. You like it. Why you
So
like
I know what's going on, man. You know, if it's out in public, I ain't gotta worry about if she cheating. They gonna tell me.
Now, let me tell you how Blueface operates, because he's explained this himself. He keeps his relationships public because he believes exposure reveals cheating faster. He uses the audience as surveillance. Flirting publicly becomes part of his strategy. So when Keke shows up on that stream, she's not just making an appearance, she's shifting the narrative. She's becoming part of the public rotation, and everyone watching knows exactly what that means. Meanwhile, Chrisean is getting Blueface's face tattoo removed. She's documenting the painful laser removal process online.
Oh, that hurt.
Does it show? Huh? Can I hold her hand? Ready?
She realizes how attached she still is. Even though she's trying to close the chapter, she's physically and emotionally trying to erase him. And that's not easy when you're watching him flirt with someone else on camera. Because let's be real, Chrisean is watching Keke smile on her baby's father's stream. She's watching Blueface act carefree and flirtatious. She's watching him shop publicly while she's over here in pain, getting a tattoo lasered off her body. Her accusations aren't coming from a place of pettiness. They're coming from an open wound, and fans see that. They see the pain, not just the jealousy. And then there's Jiden, because Jiden allegedly claimed that Keke hooked up with Blueface. But what matters more than what she said? It's how the internet is reading her behavior. Historically, Jiden doesn't stay quiet when drama involves people she's interested in. Fans are tracking her likes, her reposts, her subtweets, her captions, and all of that behavior, it becomes the message. It becomes confirmation without words. So here's how fast this escalated. Keke appears on the stream. The clips go viral. Chrisean starts hinting at secret hookups. Fans believe Jiden is co-signing it indirectly. And suddenly, this thing snowballs into a full-blown situation that nobody can ignore. And the whispers suggest that Jiden saw this as disrespect. Not because of Pilates, not because Keke showed up, but because Keke engaged with the flirting. Because everyone knows Blueface's situation is unstable. Everyone knows what stepping into his world looks like. So when you play along, when you smile and blush and act comfortable, that changes how people perceive you. That changes what this looks like. And look, Blueface is known for juggling women publicly. His relationships look like scheduled programming. There's always someone new in rotation. That's just how he moves. So in this context, Keke isn't the main issue. She's just another variable in the rotation. And that's exactly why reactions are so intense, because people know how this story goes. And it's not just Keke. Nevaeh claims she doesn't care about multiple women as long as Blueface knows where home is.
I don't care about no female that he's dealing with. That has nothing to do with me. I don't like no of my own. I don't give a none of them. I don't think no nigga.
Carlissa is reportedly upset about multiple hookups, baby moms, and a side girl. The whole situation is unstable from every angle.
I seen it when I woke up this morning. I said, ooh, child. 3 in one day? That had to come from the Caucasus. Had to come from his daddy's side.
And then, there's pregnancy chatter. Clips are circulating that allegedly show Nevaeh confirming a pregnancy. A pregnancy test was reportedly shown on live. If that's true, that adds pressure to an already chaotic situation. It raises the stakes for everyone involved.
What you gonna do? Fall out the fucking window? Yeah, I want me to fall out the fucking...
So, when Keke appeared on that stream, Fans didn't panic because they think she's weak. They panicked because Blueface's love life looks dangerous, like stepping into a spinning fan blade. People are questioning whether Keke is being used, or if she's knowingly choosing chaos. Either way, it doesn't look safe.
Ain't really nothing out here for me, you know? Then you walked in, I'm like, shh.
You're so fake. You're so fake.
And Keke's behavior on camera, she's smiling, she's laughing, she's blushing during the flirting. She jokes about needing a girlfriend in jail. She shows off her physical strength.
I feel like I maybe would survive in jail. I would have to get a girlfriend though. I'd have to get a girlfriend fast.
Why?
Because I don't want to be lonely in there. I gotta have a boo.
Yeah.
She's relaxed, she's playful, she doesn't act guarded, she doesn't act distant.
How many you do it?
Regular push-up?
Regular push-up.
Ah, so you already ain't saying but words. Let me know when you ready. Go!
I'm ready, baby.
Here we go.
1, 2.
And that's what makes people believe the hookup theory, because her energy doesn't feel like a first encounter. It looks like she's familiar with the environment. It looks like she's been around him before. And supporters of Chrisean's story, they're reading that as proof of prior closeness, not just professional collaboration. And then Blueface posts, "I will do anything for Keke Palmer." Now, that could be trolling. But when you combine it with everything else, it lands differently. It feels like he's testing reactions, gauging how the public responds, seeing what sticks. Here's what's really eating at Chrisean. She believes she got the worst version of Blueface, the disrespectful, chaotic, hurtful version. And now Keke is getting the playful, charming side. That contrast? That's what fuels the resentment. It feels like disrespect after everything she's been through with him. And it gets worse, because a clip circulates of Blueface calling Chrisean out of shape, publicly humiliating her. That just piles on. That reinforces everything she's feeling. Here's the bigger truth. Blueface's world turns every woman into a character in his storyline. Public appearances are never neutral. Once Keke stepped on that stream, she became part of the narrative, whether she intended to or not.
Don Rock right now, would you smash your pass?
She out of shape. Baby out of shape right now.
So, yeah, the headline is about Chrisean exposing Keke. Fans believe Jiden is dragging her too. But the real story? It's about the system itself. It's about how Blueface operates.